Locked up in Assam jail, Khalistani separatist Amritpal wants to contest elections. Republic says stop him from doing that. Big development in the Sandesh Kali land grabbing and sexual assault allegations case. CBI has lodged an FIR, will investigate now. Congress in damage control as Chief Minister rushes to meet Neha Hiremath's parents in Karnataka. Is the party sensing loss of ground over handling of the incident? After endless attacks on Mandir issue, there's speculation around Rahul and Priyanka visiting Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Trishur goes to polls in phase 2 tomorrow. It's a three-way fight between Suresh Gopi of the BJP, Congress and CPI. Full report coming up. Six people killed, several injured after a massive blaze engulfs a Patna hotel. We report from the location this evening. He modelled himself alongside Bhindranwale. He wanted to be another Bhindranwale. His name is Amritpal. And Amritpal was on the run from our agencies several weeks before he was tracked down, arrested and then lodged in the Dibrugarh jail in Assam. Amritpal is an open backer of the Khalistani cause. He's a separatist. And that's why he's been charged under the National Security Act or the NSA. Amritpal now wants to contest the 2024 Lok Sabha elections from jail. A story broken by Republic TV last evening. You can't let that happen. But he's really trying to get a ticket.
भाई अमृतपाल सिंह खालसा वो आजाद उम्मीदवार के तौर पर इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट के तौर पर चुनाव लड़ेंगे, किसी पार्टी की ओर से चुनाव नहीं लड़ेंगे।
हम लोग को भी बोलते हैं कि उनको इसमें लाओ के लेके आना चाहिए, पर लेकिन हम लोग अभी उनसे मिलने के बाद में हम लोग ऊपर बैठेंगे, फिर ही को डिसाइड करेंगे।
जो हमने भी मीडिया से सुना है उधर जो इलेक्शन के बारे हैं वो कोई क्लियर नहीं है, जाके हम देखते हैं।
In a shocking twist, Waris Punjab De Chief Amritpal Singh, who is currently lodged in Dibrugarh Central Jail in Assam under the National Security Act, is set to enter the poll fray. This development follows Rajdev Singh Khalsa, legal counsel for Amritpal Singh, revealing that he visited the preacher in Dibrugarh jail and encouraged him to participate in the elections from Khadur Sahib constituency in Punjab. Singh, a loyal follower of Khalistani terrorist Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, was arrested in Moga's Rode village on April 23rd last year following a long manhunt. In multiple exclusives, Republic spoke to the family members of Amritpal Singh. His father Tarsem Singh claims the family had no hints on his intentions to contest, while his uncle mentioned that a decision would be taken only after meeting Amritpal.
नहीं, अभी निर्णय के बारे में हम लोग को पता ही नहीं है। अभी उनसे मिलेंगे तो निर्णय के बारे में जानकारी करेंगे कि वो उनका निर्णय है कि जहाँ है भी है कि नहीं है। अभी कुछ उसके उनसे भेंट होगी ना, उसके बाद में ही कुछ बोल सकते हैं।
परिवार को ये लगता है कि उनको कहीं लोग पॉलिटिक्स में घसीटना चाहते हैं या फिर वो खुद आना चाहते हैं, आपको क्या लगता है?
नहीं, अभी इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं कह सकते।
वो लगता है कि जनता समर्थन देंगे उनको।
नहीं, जनता को उनको समर्थन तो है ही है, लेकिन ये समर्थन ये जरूरी नहीं कि वोटिंग के थ्रू ही हो। जनता उनको बहुत प्यार करती है, पंजाब के लोग उनको पूरे विश्व के लोग प्यार करते हैं।
कितने बजे का समय दिया है? जेल के अथॉरिटी से आप लोग का बात हुआ था, कितने बजे का अपॉइंटमेंट दिया है?
नहीं, अजय जाके पता लगेगा।
और भी कुछ बात होगा कि चुनाव लड़ने के लिए आप लोग उनको कन्विंस करेंगे क्या? आप घर वाले बतौर घर वाले मैं आप लोगों को पूछ रहा हूँ कि क्या आप लोग सहमत है उनका चुनाव लेने का निर्णय सही है बोल के?
नहीं, वो हम तो जो लड़ना चाहेंगे तो फिर उसके पीछे हम आप नहीं राजनीति में आने वाले हैं।
आप लोग नहीं आने वाले, घर वाले राजनीति में नहीं आने वाले?
नहीं, वो अगर ये उनका मान हुआ फिर तो उसके साथ हमें चलना ही पड़ेगा, ठीक है। अभी तो बाकी हमारी अभी तो परिवार को मिलनी है, तो उसके लिए मिलने जा रहे हैं।
This, while the mother has alleged that the Simranjeet faction of the Shiromani Akali Dal will extend support to Singh's candidacy.
ਵੇਖੋ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਵਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਅਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਖਬਰ ਦੀ ਹਜੇ ਪੁਸ਼ਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਡੈਡੀ ਤੇ ਚਾਚਾ ਹੀ ਮਿਲਣ ਗਏ ਆ, ਅੱਜ 11 ਵਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਪੁਸ਼ਟੀ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਖਬਰ ਕਿ ਚਾਹੇ ਕੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਹੈ।
जैसे कि हर एक लोग आ रहे थे, कुछ पॉलिटिकल लोग भी आ रहे थे, तो खास तौर पर कौन कौन सी पार्टियां हैं जो आ रही थी?
ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਆਈਆਂ ਸੀ, ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਦਾ ਹੀ ਦਬਾਅ ਆ, ਸੰਗਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਖੜਨੇ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ।
Meanwhile, the reigning party in Punjab maintains a deafening silence on the development. This, while the Akali Dal too is yet to field a candidate from the Khadur Sahib constituency. For how long can national parties like AAP turn mute spectators while an individual slapped with the NSA is allowed to enter the election battle?
Amid speculations of Amritpal Singh contesting the Lok Sabha polls from the Khadur Sahib parliamentary constituency, his mother has made a big claim. She said that Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar, which is headed by the Lok Sabha MP from Sangrur, Simranjeet Singh Mann, has offered them support and even told them that they are keen to make Amritpal contest from the Khadur Sahib Lok Sabha seat. However, she said that there were many other political parties as well, but she named, while speaking exclusively to the Republic, that Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar has extended the support. It's important to mention that this time Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar is seen moving beyond its chief Simranjeet Singh Mann and has also given tickets to other candidates as well. And in Khadur Sahib, they were willing to support Amritpal, though her mother said that Amritpal will only be going as independent if he decides to contest the election. With Sir Jeevan Kumar, Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Neha murder case in Karnataka has become a rallying point, not just a political rallying point, because both the BJP and the Congress party are sort of trying to, well, the Congress is trying to do damage control now, days after the murder. The BJP, of course, has used the case to target the government in Karnataka. The latest being that the Chief Minister of Karnataka has rushed to meet the family of Neha Hiremath today. He will be meeting the family, and this comes after the criticism that the leaders of the Congress party did not meet the family. Instead, it was the BJP leadership, including the BJP national president, JP Nadda, who met Neha Hiremath's parents a few days back. Siddaramaiah, the Karnataka Chief Minister, spoke to the family of Neha Hiremath, apologized to them for what had happened, and they're now in damage control. Even as the family of Neha Hiremath, while speaking to Republic TV and Republic Kannada, have said that they still fear for their lives. They feel a few people following them and continue to target them and vilify the family. Here's a report.
With each passing day, justice for Neha echoes louder. Neha was stabbed to death by Fayaz Khodunayak inside a college campus in Hubli on April 8th. Amid the continued protests by various organizations over the murder of Neha Hiremath, the CID reached Neha Hiremath's residence for questioning on an alleged love jihad angle. The murder case has been engulfed by a political row. As the BJP continues to up its ante against the Karnataka government, calling for a better action plan. Taking to X, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah assured that he has instructed the police and lawyers that justice should be served by severely punishing the culprits.
ಕೊಲೆಯನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಖಂಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಖಂಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ CID ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಪರಾಧಿ ಆರೋಪಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡಿಸಬೇಕು, ಕಠಿಣವಾದಂಥ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಕೊಡಿಸಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರಿಸನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಘೋರ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಅವರ ತಂದೆ ಜೊತೆಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ. ತಂದೆಯ ಜೊತೆಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವೇನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈಗ ಅವನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, CIDಗೆ ವಹಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ CID ಅವರು ಕೂಡಲೇ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ನೇಹಾ ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅದು ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ. ಅದನ್ನು ಖಂಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ. ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನು ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
Earlier, the Chief Minister also spoke to the victim's family over a phone call and extended condolences. Republic spoke to former Deputy CM Ashwath Narayanan, where he said that the outlook of love jihad is well seen in this case.
Neha was murdered in Hubballi. The state government has formed a CID as well. But the parents of Neha still allege that there is a love jihad angle to this entire case, whereas the Congress party and the government state that there is no sort of an angle to it.
How can they come out? Still the investigation is going on. It's a very clear cut. It's many cases of this kind of background is there. That's the outlook of love jihad has been very well seen. Outlook is there. The concerned agencies are investigating. Let them investigate. This is the allegation of the parent. They have lost their child. It is affecting. Yes. See, once the parent have been affected, it is a clear by outlook. It looks like that. So love jihad is something which has been happening everywhere, and it is the biggest challenge what the society has been facing. The allegation is there. The concerned agencies are looking into it and investigate.
As we heard, the former Deputy CM claimed that through allegations made by parents of Neha Hiramat, it seems to be a case of love jihad. Earlier, Republic's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami directly posed this question to the parents. Listen in to their response.
आपने कहा है कि जो फयाज के पेरेंट्स हैं, आपने कहा है कि उनकी भी अरेस्ट होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा था कि आपकी बेटी को इस्लाम में कन्वर्ट करने को या तो कन्वर्ट करे या फिर मार डाले. ये बात आप क्यों कह रहे हैं? क्या सच है? क्या ये बात आपने कही है? और आपको ये खबर कहाँ से मिली है? निरंजन जी,
ये घटना ही होने के लिए अपने बेटे के ऊपर प्रेशर आया है और वो डिप्रेशन में चले गई है. अभी मैंने तहकीकात की अपना पर्सनल लिंक के ऊपर, तो मेरे को सभी लोग इन्वॉल्व है. रिलीजन का दबाव से ज़्यादा वो पहला प्यार करने के लिए दबाव था, उसको प्रेशर कर रही थी. प्रेशर क्यों कर रही थी? उसको क्यों प्रेशर कर रही है ना? उसको प्रेशर क्यों कर रहे हैं? वो कौन कौन प्रेशर किया है?
In the past days, Hubballi and other parts of the state witnessed massive protests condemning the heinous crime. It has been several days since the gruesome murder gripped the state. For how long can the state remain mute spectators to the love jihad angle?
Ladies and gentlemen, the movement in Sandesh Kali has been one of the biggest talking points of this year. The people's movement in Sandesh Kali ensured that agencies finally move in. Agencies like the ED and the CBI, when denied justice by their own agencies in Bengal, the ED and CBI swooped in to ensure that a monster called Sheikh Shah Jahan, once the poster boy of the Trinamool Congress, was found and finally taken into custody. The CBI has now stepped in, and they will be probing not just the land grabbing allegations, but also the sexual assault allegations made by the women of Sandesh Kali. They've also named 5 people in the latest FIR that has now been filed.
These are the women who have rallied for justice for months in Sandesh Kali. The fight has just begun. Their calls and cries for justice have been heard. The CBI has taken its first step towards getting them justice. In a significant development, the central agency has registered the first case related to the land grab and sexual assault allegations against 5 influential people. The case pertains to a land dispute where women of the victim's family had to allegedly face sexual assault. On April 10th, the Calcutta High Court had cracked the whip. It ordered a court-monitored CBI investigation into allegations of crime against women and land grabbing in Sandesh Khali, saying that an impartial inquiry was required in the interest of justice and fair play. Following this, the CBI had circulated an email ID for people to make complaints. After receiving the first batch of complaints related to forceful land grabbing and violence against women, the CBI has gone a step ahead. In a Republic exclusive, Rekha Patra, BJP's candidate from Sandesh Khali, spoke of the horrific phase for the women of her constituency.
অবশ্যই রাজ্যের পুলিশের দেখুন আন্দোলনে বেরোনোর অপরাধে রাজ্যের পুলিশ তার থানায় যে সিভিকের কাজ করছে তার বাড়িতে সিভিককে মানে থ্রেট দিয়ে বাড়ি থেকে তার স্ত্রীকে তুলে নিয়ে এসে থানায় নিয়ে এসে সেই অফিসারের পা ধরে ক্ষমা চাওয়া করাচ্ছে। এগুলো কিসের জন্য? রাজ্যের পুলিশ কি আদৌ কি মানুষের সাথে আছে? নেই। তো সিবিআই যেটা করছেন খুবই ভালো করছেন আর এটা আমাদের জন্য খুবই ভালো।
Remember, this comes just a day after Republic accessed a footage showing TMC strongman and the mastermind of the Sandesh Khali unrest, Sheikh Shah Jahan, weeping. As the fierce justice campaign continues, the law and order has finally caught up to those who ran a den of crime in Sandesh Khali, while the brave continue to fight unabated.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the Ram Mandir was inaugurated on the 22nd of January, when the Pran Pratishtha was conducted, Congress leaders, some of them were invited. In fact, one or two even turned up. But the big leaders did not turn up. In fact, they chose to question the Pran Pratishtha. And the same Congress party that at one point of time didn't even want the Ram Mandir, they denied existence of Lord Ram in court. Now, you would have heard of this election phenomena called Temple Run. Usually happens when there are elections coming and, politicians start running from one temple to the next. And we are hearing that Rahul and Priyanka Vadra could now go to Ram Mandir. Now, this is what we are hearing. There's huge speculation around it, alongside the speculation of Rahul Gandhi contesting from Amethi. Tomorrow is when Wayanad goes to polls, and after the Wayanad elections, he's expected to make that formal announcement and fight from Amethi. And while he files his nomination for Amethi, a Ram Mandir visit is expected, an interesting one at that.
They denied the existence of Lord Ram.
You know about that. What is the party stand? What is the party stand? You will know when that 22nd. We will know that we are participating. What type of question is this?
They heard the sentiments of Hindu community. They deny Ram Leher in Ayodhya.
नहीं देखिए, ये ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है कि लहर है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है। मैंने आपको उस दिन भी बताया, ये बीजेपी का एक पॉलिटिकल प्रोग्राम है। इसमें उन्होंने नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने वहाँ पे मतलब पूरा फंक्शन किया, शो किया, वो सब ठीक है, अच्छी बात है। मगर हमारी क्लैरिटी है, हमारा क्या प्रोग्राम है। हमने आपसे बोला पांच न्याय देश को मजबूत बनाने के लिए, ये हमारा प्लान है।
And now, the Gandhi siblings are likely to visit the Bhavya Ram Mandir soon. But even as they deny the Ram Leher, on the contrary, take a look at how devotees flock the mandir. With each passing day, devotees from across the nation and globe continue to throng the Bhavya Ram Mandir. And remember, just recently, the Congress party had berated the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Now, 3 months later, sources suggest that Rahul and Priyanka are likely to visit the Ram Mandir ahead of their nomination, earning them the tag of cosmetic Ram Bhakts. This likely pit stop in Ayodhya has ruffled the feathers of Hindu leaders. They hit out at the Gandhis for time and again hurting the sentiments of the Hindu community.
भगवान श्री राम सबके हैं और सब में है, लेकिन इस प्रकार से जो तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति देश में चल रही है, खासतौर से विपक्षियों के द्वारा, ये अत्यंत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, अत्यंत निंदनीय है। मैं इसकी घोर भर्त्सना करता हूँ।
and the timing of their alleged visit has also raised eyebrows. The duo have often hit the temple trail during elections. During his Bharat Jodo Yatra last year, Rahul Gandhi made several pit stops. From the Chamundeshwari temple atop Chamundi Hills in Mysuru to the doorstep of Mahakal in Ujjain. From the Sri Ganga temple in Andhra's Adoni to the Omkareshwar Shiv temple in Madhya Pradesh, he has stopped at each place for elaborate photo ops. He had also visited Sri Narayan Guru's Sivagiri Mutt in Kerala. After the so-called facelift to his image, his party leaders did the unthinkable. They hurt the sentiments of the Hindu community once again. Satish Jarkiholi, a prominent face of the Congress in Karnataka, said Hindu originated from Persia. And Rahul Gandhi once again neither uttered a word nor condemned the statement or even moved a finger to act against the statement. And now, will their alleged visit to the Ram Mandir turn their fortunes? Will this wipe out all their statements that hurt the majority? Only time will tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a short break here on Across the Republic. When we come back, getting you the headlines and the biggest stories on Live and Breaking. Stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, Thrissur is one constituency that goes to polls tomorrow, and we're getting you the details of that particular seat. It's a three-way fight between the Congress and the CPI and the BJP. The Congress and the CPI are involved in a slugfest with even Pinarayi Vijayan, who's ironically also part of the India Alliance, I.N.D.I.A Alliance, openly attacking Rahul Gandhi. There was a comment where he said we should call for the DNA test of Rahul Gandhi, and then he said Rahul Gandhi is never in India. Friends at the centre, foes in Kerala. Here's how the three-way fight in Thrissur is panning out with the BJP in the mix.
In the wake of a heated political war of words over alleged police high-handedness in the Thrissur Puram festivities, Thrissur goes to polls in the second phase of the Lok Sabha elections tomorrow. In the poll fray are superstar Suresh Gopi of the BJP, former Chief Minister's son K. Muralidharan of the Congress, and Sunil Kumar of the CPI, who's a former minister with grassroots connections.
Welcome to Thrissur constituency, a constituency where the BJP believes it has the biggest chance of winning in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections from Kerala. A constituency where the incumbent MP is from the Congress party. A constituency where all the 7 assembly seats are rested with the CPM, and where the CPM also sees a big chance of winning. A tightly held contest between the titans is what is going to be witnessed in this upcoming Lok Sabha elections from Thrissur.
In 2019, T.N. Prathapan of the Congress backed the seat with a majority of nearly 1 lakh votes, defeating Rajaji Matthew of the CPI and Suresh Gopi of the BJP. However, Gopi helped increase the BJP's vote share by 17%. Muralidharan, a seasoned politician in his 13th electoral battle, is fighting for the Congress. He admits his previous poll loss was due to the infighting in the Congress party, but says that the party is strong today.
The last election also, the situation was same. That time there was no MLA from Thrissur Lok Sabha. But Prathapan win by more than 83,000 votes. This time there is no MLA from now. This time we will win more than 1 lakh.
How do you see the challenge posed by Suresh Gopi?
No, that is not a challenge.
Why so?
Because BJP will not win any single seat from the state of Kerala.
Meanwhile, Muslim League says it is inseparable from the Congress.
It is more inevitable to both. So Muslim League is zero. Muslim League always with the Congress. Only with the alliance we can participate in the electoral process.
Taking a short break, ladies and gentlemen, but tomorrow is phase 2 of the elections of the 2024 Lok Sabha, and all eyes will be on the seats going to polls. Here at Republic TV, we will be live from 6 a.m. getting you the fastest breaking news updates. Stay tuned. Headlines coming up next.